Christ almighty. Are you alright, sir?
Here we go again.
It's just that you look...
Muscular, wise, wealthy.
No, that's not what I meant.
I know what you meant. I have had this conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian Kingdom of Axum?
Yes. Our parish priest talked about that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
But I thought that was just...
So you see, it is not. Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, explorer, and physician. I run the camp infirmary.
my name is Henry, sir.
Welcome then, Henry. Do you need anything?
And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tuts bezeni. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone please explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Churtan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Why would Musa do something? You think he'd sit with us all evening like everything was fine? And then...
Can someone explain what?
Chatan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned, but he could not be more wrong about...
How dare you, you foreign...
Calm down, sir.
When Chatan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. But what was not usual was that he started...
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Well, until it's too late.
You are probably right.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed...
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and fat. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer...
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. As Henry here said, Musa, I have no idea what happened here, but Chertan was stabbed first.
So, he's in league with someone.
With one of the half-wits here?
Are you sure you're not trying to cut?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very.
I will happily take an oath.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan.
The lad's right.
Might I...
You can be glad you're not.
Please, sir, give me some time, and I will bring to you. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp.
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone, and my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? And talk. What do you say to all?
Why did you stand up?
I don't even know. Maybe it's because he must have got to know him a bit by now, too.
Well, the most important thing.
I'm glad we see eye. That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible.
What is this royal?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law's enforced in this. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Stever of Stevers in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true...
Who is this?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns... You don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted.
You really don't have any idea.
How could I? We should probably...
But Grozov has...
And there's no way I can get to him. But you...
Me?
Who else? I need help. Someone I can trust. You have to get rid of the guard.
All right.
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely... Then he has to decide what to do next. I'd say we...
All right.
Good idea. Grozov's... And Henry.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grozov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is...
Only your soldiers seem to...
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he... Tell me, lad.
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow tried to break into the store to steal powder, but Chertan caught him in the act. A fight broke out, and that's how it ended.
What nonsense! Where's your proof?
There was a prize lock lying on the ground by the ammunition store. If Katz or Grozab had wanted to go inside, they'd have simply used their own key.
Is that all you've got against me? In case you hadn't noticed, there are scores of people in this camp who haven't got a key to the ammunition store.
But you're the only one who was loitering up there at night.
Stop all this shouting! Listening to peasants like you two is painful, so keep it short and to the point. What happened next? You carried Cherton to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Crow helped carry Cherton. He must have poured it down his throat on the way.
Sir Musa, did you see anything like that?
No, sir. It was not even possible. We had enough trouble carrying Shetan.
Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Katz, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Sir Grossoff, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be. We could have you tortured, too.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me!
Go to hell!
You should have fucking stayed out. Nice strike.
Beat you to a...
Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't deserve to be buried with soldiers who fell for the king. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for all this unpleasantness.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances, I can't let you remain here unsupervised.
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. And much more besides. I will live in the royal tent. I'm sure Katz will...
It's all yours.
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry.
Why is it you look, different?
Me? All of you in this country are strange. I've traveled the world over, but there were never people so...
Pale.
limited. Your medicine, physics, and astronomy burned together with Rome. In short, you are barbarians. Though kind-hearted barbarians.
Tell me about your travels. About those big cities and the people living there.
Well, for example, people in my world are educated. Not like in yours. And education is the greatest wealth there is. So what would you like to learn, my friend?
end up dead like this! To Suchdal!
Henry, you are still alive.
You want to talk? How are you?
I cannot complain, my friend. But I do not know enough swear words in your language to express my feelings properly. But seriously, the fever has gone down, and the arrow did not hit anything important inside of me. So, I will be fine in a few days. Thanks mostly to Catherine here. She's taking such good care of me.
I could take even better care of him if he didn't go wandering off all the time.
I see you've set up an infirmary here.
Someone has to put you fellas back together. Since you don't know how to take care of yourselves.
Catherine has mastered this art. Many learned men could envy her skills. It is a pity I did not know that earlier. I would have given her more to do in the camp than laundry.
I've come here to thank you for what you did for me at the Italian court. If you didn't help me, who knows if I would have made it out of there alive.
Come now. If you had not helped me when they wanted to accuse me of Tretan's murder, maybe I should have...
Do you need help with anything?
Of course
We've gathered up all the
Maybe you could tell the
or just to die.
But if you have...
I ought to leave.
Take care.
And don't forget we're here.